Hi guys, this kind of job is one of my most hated job, but this Hewlett Packard machine, so oh my god. This one is a HP DesignJet T1100. This is a really famous big format printer. This one exists in shorter version and this big boy. So I made a couple of repairs in my life around these guys. You can get those machines around 200, 300 euro or dollar or even 100 euro. You just have to be lucky, so you have to search on a Craigslist or in a Wallapop or eBay. They're always popping up because, let's be honest, money companies are going broke. Let's be honest, this guy is not a small guy, eh? So you can imagine. So this one is almost a 2-meter wide machine. So when the companies are going bankrupt, they don't have so much space to store all these old machines. No, what you have to know about plastic and money is, let's say every 5 years, you increasing the chance to break the plastic parts when you're working on those machines by 50%, okay? So the common problem with this kind of big format Hewlett Packard printers is this bed, when you can see what's going on over there. So by the time, let's say every 4 or 5 years, this bed is breaking down to the components. So you even can find the Kevlar part and the rubber part and some other, I don't know what this type of textile or something. Somebody told me in a Hewlett Packard headquarter office in Hungary, they already changed this material, so the next generation printers, they have, let's say, more extended years for this belt. So when you order your replacement belt, make sure you get this type, okay? Which is packed like in a very long pink bag, okay? And this is the original part number. So this is the updated model. So the previous models are packed in one bag and it's expired up. So that's the belt what you are looking for. And of course you have to check the size of your belt, because as I said, this printer is existing in many different format or width. So maybe you can see, but this one is coming with some kind of protection fluid on it or something. Maybe you can see. So when I move inside in the plastic, you see some kind of very, very thin layer of fluid is on it, so to protect the belt. What we need for this job? Of course we need the original part. Of course we need that printer. We need, and I'm serious, a lot of paper towel, because this job can be really nasty. Then some kind of headlamp. I really like to use this one because this is give me a diffused light. I highly recommend to use some kind of motoric screwdriver, and I don't remember which one worked really well with this printer. I know only one is working very well. Maybe it was this one, I'm not sure. I really like this one from the Bosch, this XO package, or this one. This is the traditional one, this is the old-fashioned one. I no have clue which one is working, I forgot it. Anyway, then of course we will need some kind of screwdrivers. We will need this thingy, you know, catch fold on parts, because things will fall on, believe me. Whatever you do, there is some angles and screws and parts which will fall down. For the same reason, you need a big magnetic stick, a small magnetic stick. You can use these sets which has, I don't know, zillions of different torques. Some vacuum cleaner, and I really like this one from the steel. Okay, this is a very small vacuum cleaner. Of course, every vacuum cleaner will do the job, but this one I really like. Why? Because if unfortunately I suck up something, yeah, it has a glass compartment where I can see if it's a screw or was only some kind of dirt. A socket wrench high pressure air socket driver, German bush hammer, and something to cut paper. And if you're living in Canada, you also can use the Canadian envelope opener, okay? There is a very good video on YouTube about this process. And this video is a kind of old, it's like 11 or 12-year-old, but the guy is really professional, and they are selling a complete pack for this job, including the tools, the belt, the rollers, and they have different kind of packs. I hope they still exist. So this video is a kind of tribute for this guy. So very nice channel, you should check him out. I already removed this part, okay, so the bottom part. So here this part is like designed protection belt, something under the printer. So I already removed it, and you don't need any special tool for it, only luck. Because all of this plastic is held on the printer by these thingies. Things will break, and already I broke only one, but no worries, we can put it back. And I think this is why Hewlett Packard made this compartment, so when you broke it, they know already you wanna keep it there. So be careful. So that's what I mean by the age of the plastic. So what you have to do, you have to poke your finger from the bottom, okay? So now like I'm coming from the bottom, and you have to lift that direction, okay? Not pull, because when you pull, this is where you broke it. So you have to push it, okay? Then you have to remove, of course, all of your inks. The next job is I have to remove this part completely, so this gray end of the printer. So here we have again two clips if we are lucky. Yeah, I'm not so lucky, I have only one. Maybe somebody was inside already and they already broke the plastic. This screw, this black thingy, the formatter, and many other screws, and one or two screws here. This one we have to remove. First, this is a really simple job. You just have to push this one. Okay, and then this black part will pop out. You also have to detach this arm. For that it's very simple. You just have to detach the spring, and then here we have a couple of screws. So this printer can cut your roll paper on the end of the job. You can remove this blue butterfly, and then you just pull out the cutter. So let me spend here a little bit of time, because this one you also have to check after, let's say, every 10 years, or I don't know, 2000 page printed. Sometimes you have to replace this disc. Then of course you have to remove the formatter. It's nothing fancy, it's just two thumb screw. Sorry for my busted finger, but every week I'm busting my hand and my fingers with different kind of machines. So let me remove this one. So this is where I dropped and installed SSD, so maybe I will do a video about this one. I think you will love it. So this one is inside under the hood of the ink compartment, and this is a very special screw. Okay, then the next one is somewhere here. You can see with my headlamp, and now you can see the plastic is already moving freely. We have to go to the other side. I don't remember, it was maybe this one, so not the first, the second one, but I can be wrong. So now with the normal flathead, you have to press this plastic key, yeah, and start to move. So the next screw, what you have to remove is under this compartment on the back side of the machine, so where is the roller, and you can see it's here. To remove this one is really easy job. You just have to poke with the flathead screwdriver very carefully, and then you can remove this one. And I think this one is also Torx 15, and of course here you need a shorter screwdriver. So if you couldn't find this screw, it will be always over there where is the motherboard. Okay, so now we can remove this gray part completely. No worries. So this is the part where the power supply and the motherboard and the control board is living. Sometimes this fan is just, you know, it's making this really weird noise. And then the system board is measuring the current and the voltage and something, and then you just see some error message on the screen which is saying the printer cannot operate. So for this $5 80mm fan, you have to break everything here to the part. This is super complicated part with zillions of screws and really weirdo notches, hinges, whatever to reach this fan. I already see the results of the decomposing of this belt. Yeah, so all this one was the belt. So that's why I said to you it's really important tool to get your vacuum cleaner.
And then this goo stuff is everywhere. On a PCB, on the bottom of the machine. It's just everywhere.
The next step is, if we are here already, we have to detach this connectors. Just really careful. These guys are really brittle after 20 years. Yeah, this one is good. So if you snap this plastic, okay, no worries. Most of the time you're always breaking off this part or this part. So yeah, you just have to push it back, this plastic line, everything will be okay. If not, you can buy only this part on eBay for 20 cents or something. It depends on the size. So be careful, because this is the two cables which are going to the printer head and for the mechanism and all this crazy stuff. And just look how many data line you have here, eh? And you also have to detach the cables from here. We remove almost all this part. The belt tensioner is living here. It has a really interesting mechanism, you can see. So it's on a roll, but the roll is tensioned with this spring, and this roll thingy is adjusted or fixed by this screw. Now on the Z series you will find here an extra ink supply or cartridges, or I don't know, but the T series doesn't have this one. So to open this part you have to apply here a really brute force, and somebody already applied a little bit too much brute force on a wrong place, so we have to go in the middle, okay, and then just pop it up. So here we have one more screw. Here we have again this plastic pins. Okay, now in this time you don't have to remove the black one, but you have to remove that screw over there. You can see we have one more here, and on the bottom there is another big boy over there. And of course we also have one here, just like over there. Okay, so this one is leaving. It's really hidden. Maybe, yeah, I can. Okay, and then ta-da! Here is the belt. Yeah, so now you can see it's eating itself. So when this oxidation is starting, you see some gray dust on it. So this is the time when you have to order your belt, because believe me, after a couple of weeks of operation, this belt will be gonski. So this, what we are removing now, this is a plastic part which is holding the ink tubes and is directing to the printing heads. So the service box contains this really special head cleaning solutions, and when your mechanics don't know where it is because the belt is broken, then of course you cannot push back the printing head, okay, because some plastic things are in a way. So how to avoid this one? You have to come here, and there is a hole, okay, somewhere there. Yeah, there is a hole. You have to poke a screwdriver in it, and you have to drive the mechanism. Now this is my solution. So this is a really long Torx 15 again, and my one has a little bit flexible, you see. And don't worry, over there this plastic part is guiding your Torx tool. So let me show you what's happening when you turn this screw. Okay, the whole mechanism is moving. Okay, so unfortunately you have to move along. Yeah, so it's about half an hour until all this part will go back and goes down. So my one is 3x2, so each head contains 2 printing head. But there is a version, the Z version, which has way more. So even can print, if I remember good, white. We're still driving it. I think my one looks not so bad. So I guess it will be enough if I just wiping down everything. The printing has just flushing your ink. So this is why you need to buy a lot of ink. Not because you are printing too much, yeah. Now you can see how much ink is going out to the trash, yeah? Over there down, there is a sponge which is sucking up all of your ink. So when you start the printing or you finish the printing, or every 20 minutes or 30 minutes or something, these Hewlett Packard printers, they're notorious about using so much ink to spend it here. So here, where you see this notch, here you can remove this blue level and just hold with your finger here, make sure everything is moving freely, yeah, and then just push it out here. Now, because if you're trying to open this blue level here, you cannot. Okay, this one you can do only here. So then when you are here, you just have to lift it up, yeah, and you can see how crazy is this mechanism. Then you can put it here. So when it's here, now you can remove this ink tube solution. At the moment, we just drop it here, no worries. Now we have to free up everything here. So this one is held back by this really super thin plastic part. So then you just have to carefully make sure you're not damaging this flat cable. The best way, if you just pushing back this cable here somewhere. Okay, so now you are free. So we also have to free the cables from these tires. Do you remember this big lever here? So now we have to remove this mechanism, and it's held back by these 2 screws over there. I think this is T8 or T6. No, it looks like T8. Now this is a really famous about you losing it. Yep. So now the next step is to remove this plate completely. So first you have to remove this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. This one not at the moment. And of course we have to release this really sensitive, really fine printed sensor belt. Now what is special about this screw? This is a really long one which is holding back the belt tensioner mechanism. So you just have to remember the long one is coming here, okay? So all the rest is really standard screws. So this screw, this small one, is holding back this sensor line. You have to remove this long screw for the belt tensioner. You can see, but this is a really long one. Here is the dead belt with the tensioner. We can remove this one. I forgot one small detail. You have to remove this cable from here, okay, of course. So now we can remove this shield. Okay, yeah, good. So now the shield is free. And we can have a look inside here, what's going on. Yeah, definitely need a cleaning. So the other end of this sensor belt is living here, okay? So this one you can grab it and very carefully you have to pull it out from the head. So this one looks okay, nice. Maybe you can see here there is some smudgy, and I guess it's okay. Anyway, we will clean a little bit with the microfiber cloth, yeah? So now we're almost ready with all the preparation work. We still have what to do. So this is the plastic part which are holding this very sensitive flat cable on a bed. Now have a look. So this is what's happening with the bed, okay? This is yeah, it's definitely Kevlar, this small yellow. We still have a lot of debris and dust and whatever from this dead bed, so now we have to move the head a little bit forward, and then now we can work on these two screws. Okay, I think this is a good angle, so now you can see where is these screws. So we're almost there. Oh, okay, so now we can loose up these flat cables. So now it's just sliding here, pulling by the junk. Make sure the belt is not going into the mechanism. Even I think I have to pull a little bit more. Yeah, so now all this junk will go out here. Go easy, slowly. So let me show you the problematic area. So here again, this really sensitive small plastic thingy. Yeah. So now these flat cables are even more free to move, and we can remove completely the head. Look at this. So this is all the business end of this printer. So now we have to turn over and memorize how the belt is inserted here. So the teeth part is going to that direction, and the other part of the belt which has no teeth on it, yeah, is going into that direction. And now you can see here, but I think it was replaced before. So there is around 1 centimeter, or let's say half an inch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teeth before the plastic part. So this all you have to memorize, yeah? It's like goo, oh my god. So now I'm just dropping back the head on the rail just for a minute. So now we are replacing the belt. So this is the belt tensioner, and you can see you cannot remove the roller only if you remove this spring. So you have to take out this T part and then the roller, and look at this. So this is the belt. It's absolutely nasty, and let me check the bearing. It's a little bit loosey, but I guess it's okay. It's rolling freely, so now I just have to clean it. Maybe I need alcohol, yeah? Yeah, definitely I need alcohol. Okay, so now we have to open the new belt. Make sure you're cutting the new belt here, yeah, on the middle. So again, the lines are going on a roller in this 3 knot. And yeah. So the big plastic part is going on the left side, small plastic part is going on the right side, okay? And your belt should be on it like this, yeah? So you can see here when there is an enormous amount of goo on the slider, so yeah, I have to clean it off. So we counted around 10 teeth on this side. You can keep it, no problem. But anyway, after the installation, you have to do a calibration. Otherwise, your printer will don't know where is the head and where is all the mechanism, and you will get really weirdo prints. So this is how it looks like. You just have to drop it there into the hole, and I think we are done. Just pull it a little bit, make sure it's tighted well. Okay, I think we are done with the belt installation on the head. So now we have to flip it over. Okay, so now the roller is coming to this side, and we have to push all the head back to that place, including all the cables and this special plastic flat cable holder. Of course, I will do a little bit more cleanup. So definitely, I think I just revived down these parts of this service unit. My one is in a good condition. There is not so much ink floated over. I still can see the original color of the textile sponge, which is on the bottom, and I see all the tubes are free. Okay, so they are not clogged, and I cannot see extra ink coming out on this corner somewhere. I just have to really clean off the mess of this belt unit. So maybe, yeah, here I think I will apply some alcohol. I think this is absolutely not what you want on your new belt. So I have to apply a little bit more brutal force, because all this glue is just sticks so deeply into the teeth. I cannot remove them only with the metal brush. I can clean it. So not like this direction, okay, like a direction of the shaft, otherwise you will not do nothing. Yeah, about half an hour. Have a look after around 10 minutes of running all over. I think it's okay. Sorry, I have to do this off camera. New belt coming on a sprocket, sensor belt going back here, going through the head, and the flat cables are going back into this flatbed. So the sensor belt has to pass through in this tiny hole, and make sure this is the arrangement. So this curved piece of metal is going in there, okay, not opposite. You will break your sensor belt if you do it opposite. So now I just have to play back all this flat cable over there and move ahead a little bit into this position somewhere here, where, so, you know, we have to pass this position where this two screw was installed. Believe me, it's really difficult to fit this. Oh my god. So now we have to find this plastic part, and we have to push everything into that rail, and we have to go back over it there. Yeah, part okay, good. So the way you pushing down a little bit out, then you feel it's going down a little bit, then you push in. So now this plastic part is secured. Now is the time to put back this shield, and for that you have to install the sensor belt on this teeth. So now you can fill up everything with the screws. Yeah, I was stupid, so I installed, you see, everybody makes mistakes, because this one has to go like this, yeah? Like, so, it makes sense, yeah? Good. So now, ta-da! Everything is good. Maybe it's holding back by one thread. Yeah, okay, one thread. So now I can concentrate more on this part. You remember, we have to open this one here first, and then put it back. Otherwise, you cannot pass this one here. Okay, and so now is the time to put back the ink pipes. So now is the time to install back all the printing heads. Of course, I cleaned a little bit of the contact surfaces, but it's not really necessary. HP is using gold-plated pins over there, so it's up to you. I don't know what this is doing here. I never... Yeah, this is in some kind of same condition. Yeah, I think I have to look after on the internet. So now here everything almost fine, and I can continue to build back this shield. So this arm plate is going back like this, so this metal leaf, it has to be on the left side, and here is the point where you will attach this heavy spring back. So on end, of course, you have to install back this sensor cable over here. So all screws are tied up. Okay, the grounding cable coming here. This is how you pull these cables. It's going here, 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 and then everything is done. So now these two flat cable has to go back to business. Let me tell you, this is a little bit tricky because maybe you can see, but this hole is not flat, so this hole is like has a little bit of curvature. Okay, so now we can install back this very important plastic part. Probably you can use zip tight, no problem, but I think this is super important here. Make sure the cable is not jumping up when the head is on a maximal position. So now we have to push back these two flat cable here into this zero force connector, or this is how they call it. I forgot the proper name. So now let me move the head and the carriage. Everything moving freely, so the belt running nicely, and if we did everything right, nothing break or hit the cables here. Okay, so this is really important, this part here. Okay, everything rolling nicely on the sprocket. The sensor belt is back in business, so now I can put back all these plastic parts. This is almost the last one, so this part is going here, and the long one is going to the metal part. The black roller should roll on the rail, not on the side of the rail, yeah? So now we have this blue banana thingy. It's just going back to here, and that's it. Done. Okay, looks everything fine, so all the cartridges went back to the right place, and I have to drop back this one. I can drop back the formatter here. It has to go like this. Okay, so this is the noise of the fan when you have to replace it, yeah? Just listen. Yeah, it's the last kicks. Okay, we are going. So now what's happening? This very old Unix something system is doing the file system checking. So when I copied the original firmware, let's say like this, from the hard drive, I saw so many partitions, like 7 or 8 different type of partition. One is really weirdo security thingy. I guess there is a lot of options to hack it, to modify the boot TXT or whatever Linux system has. Even hook up a VGA monitor to this printer somewhere here, okay? And then you can see really fancy stuffs on it. Yeah, this will take a little bit of time. Even this one is SSD, is not Manica. So the problem here again, like many other old computers, even if you're replacing the HDD, the mechanical HDD to SSD, it will not speed up the machine because the bus itself, which is talking to the HDD, is too slow. So in this case, the Hewlett Packard used converter chip, which is converting the normal ATA, parallel ATA connection and commands to serialata. So on marketing they can say, yeah, this new printer is using serialata. Back in the days this was a really big business. So that's how Hewlett Packard did it. Okay, so after we loaded the paper, you have to go here to the image quality maintenance. Okay, boom. So align the print heads. So this will do like, let's say, a semi-calibration of all the mechanics, because the head has some sensor or camera in it. So when the head is printing this very special thing is on a paper, you will see a little bit later, is reading back by the camera, so he's doing everything by himself. So here is the pattern, it's coming out. I think until now we are good. So this was the fine printer, this was the fine head alignment here, and now he's doing the quick printing alignment, because this printer can do 3 different quality, and one is really fast, like super fast. And most of the case on a construction field, when you just have to give some really basic plans for people, it's enough if you run this super fast low quality print. I think everything is fine, no issue. So let me check. At the moment I really don't care about missing lines or something, so one printhead is not so clean. I really don't care about this one. What I care about is the alignments of these lines, okay? So looks to me perfect, and I really care about this one, okay? Looks to me everything is okay. So if you are looking for an affordable, good quality, big format printer, I think this family from the Hewlett Packard, at the moment, a very good deal. You can get them around $100, $200, something like this, with supplies and papers and whatever. I paid for this one around $200, and I got with that a lot of papers, ink, some other inside parts. So if you're running a small business, or even for your hobby to print out huge photos, this is your printer, because the ink is super cheap now. The parts are still available. I think around 4 or 5 more years, and then you have to forgo this one and you have to jump to the next generation. One issue is this belt, the other one is the print heads that are really, let's say after 2 or 3 years of running you have to replace the whole printer heads, and the other issue is the HDD. Okay, so you have to count on this mechanical HDD. After 20 years or something this will die. This one is made in, let me check, it's 2008, so it's almost 20-year-old HDD, huh? Unbelievable how the time is running. Yeah, send some really nice picture to it, just to check the printer. So I ordered the printer to work on best quality, on a normal paper. So sorry, I didn't run the picture to the full width of this roll, because I want to save a little bit of ink. You saw one of my ink is a little bit low. So as I said, we're printing something really nice.
Yeah, I know exactly how to trigger YouTube and Google. My channel is already completely demolished by YouTube. Somebody really jumped on me in a YouTube headquarters or something.
I think it's nice, eh? I hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Bye. See you, YouTube.